First of all, I just want to start by saying thank you for joining us, and it's great. It's an honor to have you here and to join us on the podcast.
Дякую, я радий бути тут. Дякую, що запросили.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here and thank you for the invitation.
Well, I just want to start straight off the bat and say, how Kalush Orchestra represent a beautiful culture and music of Ukraine. I just want to know, why do you think it's so important now more than ever to celebrate Ukrainian traditions to the world?
Я думаю, завжди було важливо показати свою культуру. А в час війни, який зараз відбувається в нашій країні, то це ще важливіше. Тому що нашу культуру намагаються знищити, а ми намагаємося показати, що вона є, вона існує, і яка вона гарна і колоритна.
Yes, I would say that it's always important to show your culture, that it exists, to demonstrate it. But during the times of war, it's even more important because, unfortunately, they are trying to destroy our culture. And we are trying to show and to declare that we still exist. We go on, and how diverse and beautiful it is.
Talking about the war that you mentioned as well, we saw Kalush Orchestra support Ukraine's war defense when you sold the Eurovision trophy to raise money for the Ukrainian armed forces. I'd love to know, how are you supporting Ukraine further at this moment?
Де ми їздимо по різних країнах, Європою, Америкою, та показуємо нашу культуру, співаємо наші пісні. І в процесі того ми возимо з собою QR-код, по якому люди можуть перейти і задонатити гроші на Україну. І в процесі того тура ми збираємо кошти. За минулий тур ми зібрали 60 мільйонів гривень. І в новому турі ми зараз продаємо гітари з нашими підписами після кожного концерту. І таким чином теж намагаємось збирати кошти.
Instantly after Eurovision last year, we started a huge world tour. We went to lots of countries in Europe and the United States, and we're trying to show our culture, of course. But we also simultaneously raise money, showing the QR code and hoping that people would donate money for Ukraine. And during the last tour, we raised 60 million hryvnia. And during the new tour, we are trying to sell guitars, which are signed by the participants of the band. In this way, we're trying to raise money as well.
That's an incredible achievement, and after all the great work you've done, it's really great to see Kalush Orchestra continue to achieve success that you deserve. How are you feeling about your US tour?
Дуже круто. Як мені кілька разів підходили до мене люди після концерту і казали, запам'ятав ці слова, що це ніби ковток свіжого українського повітря. Тому що деякі люди рідко приїжджають з Америки в Україну, там вже я думаю, і сім'я є, і взагалі далеко трошки, то вони були дуже раді нас бачити, можна так сказати.
I would say it was really cool because lots of people came up to me after the concerts and told me that as if it was a breath of fresh Ukrainian air. Well, because it's obviously they're not visiting Ukraine from so far that frequently. Maybe they have their families there already, and it is very far. So they were really happy about that.
Again, incredible, and moving on to Eurovision, where this all started, I'd love to know, what can we expect from Kalush Orchestra for Eurovision 2023? We know you have a performance at Euro Club in Liverpool, but will we hopefully see you at the grand final?
Ми не можемо відкривати всіх деталей, ви їх дізнаєтеся пізніше. Але так, у Лондоні 11 числа ви можете відвідати, і хто хоче, може завітати і побачити наш концерт. З новою програмою, з новими костюмами, оновлено.
Unfortunately, we cannot reveal all the details which we so far know about the Eurovision itself, but if you'd like to see us, definitely we will be on the 11th of April in London, where you will be witnessing the new program with the updated costumes, with everything totally brand new.
Oh, how exciting. Well, thank you for that. Now, I'm sure, staying on to Eurovision, I'm sure you've seen Ukraine's entry for this year. What do you think about Torchi, and have you heard their song, Heart of Steel?
І надіємося, що все-таки наступного року Євробачення пройде в Україні.
It's a cool song. This is the worthy representation of our country, and I hope that still next year Eurovision will be held in Ukraine.
I think we all hope that. That would be brilliant. And you know, as I've said, Kalush Orchestra have had such a big year and have made Ukrainians proud across the world, like you mentioned, during this difficult time. Could you maybe tell us some upcoming projects you're working on at the moment? What can fans look forward to next?
Ну, найближчим часом, це 14 квітня, вийде наш новий кліп з канадським фіт з канадським артистом. Деталі теж поки не можу сказати, але 14 числа ви можете побачити дуже драйвовий, класний кліп з драйвовою піснею.
Well, as for the very close events, on the 14th of April, we will present a new video with some Canadian performer. Unfortunately, we cannot reveal the secret who that is again, no details so far, but on the 14th of April you will see the very cool song and video for it, which is full of drive.
You've worked as a teacher at a children's school and at the Kyiv Palace of Children and Youth. Could you tell us maybe about that experience and your passion for teaching the younger generation?
Я в шоці, що ви знаєте про дітей та юнацтво. Я викладав в музичній школі ще років 16 мені було. Я навчався в училищі, про це мало хто знає. Так, це перший мій досвід був. Далі я викладав дітей та юнацтва, але ще я викладав в коледжі культури і мистецтв в місті Києві. Хочу сказати, що знання, які ти набув в процесі свого життя, треба передавати, і тому я навчав і розповсюджував такі інструменти, як сопілку.
Yes, I'm in fact shocked that you have heard about the Kyiv Palace of Children and Youth, because not that many people know about that. Yes, first I was the teacher at the musical school, because then I was only 16 years old and it was just the beginning, and that was a kind of a vocational school, I would say. Then, of course, there was the Kyiv Palace, which you have mentioned, but also I have been a teacher in the College of Culture and Arts in Kyiv. So what can I tell about this experience? When you've gained some knowledge, you need to share that because you need to teach children or people and to disseminate this experience which you have. In this way, you will achieve much more and better.
That's a beautiful way to end the interview, you know, and it just goes to show how much inspiration you're giving to not just Ukrainians now, but to the world with your music. So I just want to say thank you so much for this interview and for joining me today, giving me your time.
Дякую.
Thank you. Thank you.